We are smoking. The Arsenal ladies are European blood clot champions, bruv. What phase is Rene in? The Arsenal ladies manager. What phase is she in? 1-0 against the best team in the world, Barcelona. Absolutely stacked with talent. And I really do mean that sincerely. Right? They have all of the resources, the process, they have a structure, all the methods you could think of that they use, the Barca way, La Masia, whatever. And the ladies done it, bruv. They found a way. That's my thing. In life, even if you genuinely are struggling, you always find a fucking way. But Super Duper Mick, however, nah. Luck half the thing. Yeah. English football on the men's side, nothing short of abysmal. Disgrace. Absolute fucking disgrace. Oh, but Odegaard scored. Really? When it didn't fucking matter. Let's get into the game because I'm already beyond apathetic. But at the same time, I'm a bit pissed off. Not seething, but I'm pissed off because I still haven't recovered from the fucking Europa League final when Man United, and we'll get to them fuckers later. You know, all they had to do was fucking turn up. Tottenham hadn't won shit in 17 years, bruv. Since 08, basically. I was still in fucking high school. Best believe that. And then they pull that shitty performance off. Fuck yourselves. Talking of shitty performances, no Arteta on the touchline, same fucking shit. These players have had enough. Shout out to KT, Kieran Tierney, my baller, not just guns. Rated him from day one. Been absolutely treated horrifically by this manager. This wet wipe fraudulent scumbag of a manager, certified piece of shit, little prick. I'm going to smoke one for you. The Kieran Tierney pack. I'm sure you're going to win more trophies like you did before at Celtic. All the best. I really do mean that. Enjoy it, because this club is a fucking disgracia. You absolutely smash it. Back home, my G. Sometimes the grass isn't greener on the other side, but you came to Arsenal for the right reasons. In 2019, I believe, summer of 2019, and that was the summer where we got battered by Chelsea. We'll get onto them later, because what they were doing at full time, fucking hell, bruv. Fucking hell. Shit. Yeah, we'll definitely get into that later. But yeah, that season that Kieran Tierney joined, at the end of it, ends up winning the FA Cup. Started major fucking player along many others. Martinelli and Saka were on the bench. Well, Saka was. I don't think Martinelli was. But either way, they didn't play in the fucking final. We are letting go our most decorated player at this football club. Now, it's over until Lego Head fucks off. The only thing I want to see tomorrow, or even Tuesday, you know, I'll the bank holiday thing and all of that, you know, give Berta a little bit of breathing space, not anyone else at this football club, especially the fans, and we'll get onto that in a little bit, to get this fucking dickhead, this absolute fucking cretin, wet wipe, fraud out of this football club. The season's over officially. Well, it was over by Halloween. It was over by Halloween, according to Carl Walsh. Big up to him. Made his debut on debut camp. Yeah, on this channel. You know, I know I haven't really been uploading all of that, but best believe there will be more uploads. I'm not going to promise that the content's going to be all Arsenal. It will be rugby related as well. Bath are in a Premiership final, I believe, or they'll get there. I'm going to the Premiership final. So Bath should be there. I was there last year when they were in there against Northampton Saints. What phase is Bath Rugby in? And they've already won a trophy this season. They won the Premiership Cup, equivalent to the League and FA Cup in football. They won the Premiership Rugby Cup. So even if Bath don't make it to the final or lose in the final again, it's not a complete failure, but I will be very disappointed. I'll be more disappointed than I was last year. Because last year I was gutted. This year I'll be disappointed. We've got the Maverick, the absolute baller, a proper baller, Finn Russell at number 10. For all you guys in the chat and all of that, look him up. Look at the compilation. I'll put my life on it that he can do a better job than fucking Pillowfoot. Guarantee it. Baller's a baller. I know rugby and football are different disciplines. I hear that. But Finn Russell's special. Trust me. There's not many rugby players that can transfer their skills to football. He's one of them. Johnny Wilkinson was another. Dan Carter to a degree as well. And there's a few others on that list. But there's not many. And in this era, in this modern era, Finn Russell is the guy, bruv. He's the guy. But I'll get onto that in a little bit towards the end. Give you a proper sort of like what I'm going to be doing next. But I'll give you a little teaser. Since it's been a while since I've uploaded or streamed, you know, limitations at this moment in time. Sorting my life out bit by bit. More than Super Duper Mick. And I know some of you fuckers are thinking, well, oh, but Mikel Arteta's a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. He doesn't need to sort his life out. Here's the thing. You can have all the money in the world and still be a fucking loser. I'd rather be broke and win shit than be absolutely minted and not one nada in my life. Because money is an amplifier. It doesn't change who you are. It amplifies. It shows you more. It exposes what you really are. That's a better way of putting it. So, I watched the game for the most part. And, yeah, disappointed to say the very, very least. Not just because the season was already done. In my mind, it was done by January, February, basically. And we didn't do shit in the January transfer window. And I'm glad we did. Because I was thinking, well, surely we've got to get this manager out. And we'll get onto that. Back once again for the Renegade Master. Best believe that. Like, here's the thing. The fact that there was no Mikel Arteta on the touchline, you know, landing planes and all of this, you know, doing the arm waves, moving like a fucking spastic. None of that. He was up there next to Josh Kroenke. Josh, pull the fucking trigger using fucking Berta, mate. Well, no, actually, scratch that. Don't use him. Just have a little word with Andrea Mafioso, bad boy Berta, mate. And just be like, yeah, it's done. Too much has happened this season. You look at what Chelsea are doing. You look at what Man United are doing, which we'll get on to later. We are the banter club. Still. Despite what Man United and Chelsea have done this season. And Chelsea can still win a trophy. As disgraceful as they've been acting today, they can still win a trophy. I fucking hope they don't. I would love nothing more than Real Betis, but it will be a very somber mini victory, for want of a better phrase. Because the fact that the scum down the lane, Spurs, Tottenham, won a trophy, not just any trophy, not just the League Cup. I'd be annoyed if they won the League, FA Cup, even the Premiership or the Premier League. But the fact that it's a European trophy, they'll never shut up about it. And rightly so. Because our European record is a disgrace. They were already had one trophy more in Europe than we had anyway. Ain't won the Europa League, aka the UEFA Cup. We've only won the Cup Winners' Cup and the Interfairs Toto Cup. something along the lines of that, which is basically the cup before the UEFA Cup. Yeah, it was second tier to the European Cup way back in the day, which Newcastle have won, by the way, and that was their last trophy before they won the League Cup this year, this season. And now the season's done, I'm glad, because I know it's one step closer to Lego Head getting sacked, baby. And even though I have said on multiple streams, on multiple occasions, I will go out raving, even on my ones, I don't give a flying fuck. But it won't feel the same now. It will have to be toned down a bit more. Just more enjoying life and Arteta going, super duper Mick, Lego Head, little prick, Napoleon complex, narcissistic looking little fucker, Captain Black looking ass. Yeah, I'll enjoy it. But it'll just be more of like enjoying my life as well at the same time. Because that's number one. Live your best life. Live how you want to live. Do what needs to be done. And don't compromise. At least that's what I do anyway. You know, you guys can live your lives how you want. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. I'm just telling you how I live my life. Nice and easy, nice and simple. No drama. No overcomplicating shit as much as possible. Not like this fucking manager, but hey. It is what it is. It is what it fucking is. Yeah. Ethan started, Kieran Tierney started, and Kieran Tierney scored. Not only does that deserve an applause, that deserves another pack. How biblical is that without the stinker and hooked? Although this manager has basically axed him, you know, didn't want him. If Berta was here sooner, I think he would have convinced him to stay. I really do. And the fact that Kieran Tierney was the only one clapping, the only player, not even Pillowfoot, not even the teacher's fucking pet, clapped when Mikel Arteta's name was mentioned by the announcer when he was on the fucking pitch. Another fucking mutant, wet wipe. Little bitch. But hey, what do I know? Just some numpty on the internet with an opinion about Arsenal, among a few other things as well. Which is why I have to give you the entertainment. Well, I don't have to, but I want to. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's off the cuff, live and direct and in full effect. The one and only Natster, Nat, right here, right now, Fat Boy Slim settings. This is what I do. And in the meantime, this is how I'm going to be rolling. Because over here, we have standards. Not the squeeze the lemons, guys. Let's frigging go, guys. It's the frigging standards, guys. Do you want to play in the Champions League? Do you want to play in the Champions League? None of that bollocks. None of that fucking bollocks. No. All these teams, Crystal Palace, Tottenham, potentially Chelsea, Newcastle, Liverpool. Hang on. That's 5. 4 at the moment, but potentially 5. 5 teams, 5 English teams that have won trophies this season. And then there's us. Bitching and moaning, coping to us lot that know exactly what time it is. Yeah, boy. About we're fake fans. Back the manager. Well, he's going to be here another season anyway. So, yeah, let's just back him. Pussios, bro. Dickheads. The lot of them. The lot of them. The Igals, the Martys, the Strictos, the Christian, whoever the fuck it is. There's loads of them still. But more and more people, especially at the Emirates, they're waking up. I was a bit disappointed with the away fans. If I was the away fans, yeah, after the end of the game, I would have just walked out. I wouldn't have cheered any of the goals, really and truly. Just there to make sure I'm there next season. That's basically what it should be, right? This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a fan base. And it's a bigger problem. It's cultural. It's English sporting culture. And it's rife in football in the men's game. Funny how you don't really see it in the women's game. Because they don't generate the money. You know, there's more women than men in this country and in the world. But still, they'll watch men's football more than women's football. Yet the women's football have more standards. I don't care if it's whether it's better quality or not. Football on the men's side has gone down dramatically. Women's football has gone up bit by bit. And as long as I focus on the tech, and obviously women in droves start back in their talk rather than lip serving and all that bollocks, then you might actually get paid a lot more. Actually, I'll take that back. You will get paid what you're worth a lot more. There'll be more satisfaction. You'll be more satisfied, basically. I fucking butchered that. But anyway, not like how this manager has butchered this season. That was a nothing-ass performance. I knew he would win, but I thought, 3-4-0, give the away fans, because our away fans, for the most part, are elite. They're proper. But even the away fans aren't moving like how they used to. The cojones, the bollocks, bruv. Dwindling. Love that word. Dwindling. It's not looking good, bruv. Best believe that. Oh, yeah. And then Pillowfoot scores after Southampton equalise. Another one of them rockets. Pause. Again, when it matters the least, no pressure FC, back once again. You know the deal, people. You know the fucking deal. And next season, I am not convinced that this is going to get better. It's going to get worse. And I stand by, even though I can definitely be wrong. I've got some predictions wrong in the past. Haven't we all? Oh, but you said we were going to lose or beat whoever, this, that, and the third. Who fucking cares, bruv? That's life. You win some, you lose some. But don't accept failure. Learn from failure. These fucking bitches don't learn from failure. They don't even accept failure like it didn't fucking happen and make all of these excuses. All of these excuses. Trolling, chatting shit, don't have no standards in their own lives. A lot of them, especially online, it's all three. It's all fucking three. But usually it's the trolling. Big up YG, Yorkshire Gunner. Like and subscribe to him. Did a video on what Igal was saying when we were 20th, when Nuno Espirito Santos, at the time, Tottenham, were not only above us, they were first in the fucking table. Oh, but they didn't finish there. The same fuckers that say that shit, the same ones that saying we won the title in March when we were 8 points fucking clear. You useless cunts. The Lulu fucking bandits, bro. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? The same motherfuckers that said Unai Emery, oh, Unai Emery, Mr. Good Evening, left us in a mess. No, he didn't. When he got sacked, we were 8th. Freddie Ljungberg took over. I think we were still there or thereabouts 8th. Then Arteta got the job not long after. We finished 8th and won the FA Cup. Fair enough. Got to Europa League last 16 when Arteta took over. Couldn't beat fucking Olympiacos at home. I never wanted this guy because I knew he was a fucking rookie. But it's got to the point now where you can't even say he's a rookie anymore. Just like we can't banter fucking Tottenham Hotspurs. There's no more Spursy anymore. There's no more it's the history of the Tottenham. No, it's the history of the Asna. It is the history of the Asna. And if they haven't started saying that already, they'll be saying that now. X will be all over that fucking shit, and I don't blame him. He deserves it. Fans like him, Peachy, or Perchy, I think, my bad, Sava, etc. Those fans that understand what the aim of the game is. I don't care if they support Tottenham. I know family friends of mine that are Tottenham damn near born and bred. Live and breathe Tottenham. Supported them their whole lives. Very good friends of mine. Very close. They deserve that shit. They'll enjoy it and they'll love it. And rightly so. But yet our lot online, mutants, wet wipes, dickheads, are still trying to cope and make excuses. Oh, yeah, no. We don't want that Europa League. After getting battered by Chelsea and Baku again and all of that. Where are the standards? They're right here. They're on Guns' channel, Northside's channel, Carl's channel. I'll be on there Tuesday night at 9, I believe. Shane, Kyle Walsh, Aaron, big up Aaron, and Rashid, Arsenal Revolution TV. Subscribe to them motherfuckers. Like their videos and streams as well, on top of that. Notification settings as well. Do the same with mine. Natsu Official. Like, subscribe. We've had 5 viewing figures peaked out at the moment. Let's try and get that up at some point. And I will get into the comments very shortly, but I will end it on this. Now, I know I usually gloss over the match reaction, but the reason why I do, because it's a nothing game, and even more so today. I'm just glad that the season's over. Best part of today, Kieran Tierney scored. Gets a proper send-off as well. Lovely finish. Wodegaard's finish was very good as well, but again, where was that against PSG? Where was that against Newcastle? Home and away. Oh, right. Yeah. There was pressure. You didn't bother turning up, you cunt. That's why. That's fucking why. We were playing the same old useless, boring shit. So you know Mikel was in the fucking changing rooms, drilling it into the players, pause, and all of that. We're going to keep frigging going, guys, with my tactics, with my formation. I only know how to play one way, guys. This is all I know. This is the best that I can do, guys. This is why I'm going to dream. I'm going to fucking dream that we win the Champions League finally, guys. We were close. We got to the semi. We were in the quarterfinal the year before. Now we go win it, guys. We go to the final and we'll try win it, guys. Meanwhile, Ange, so we are, mate, told everyone that he wins a trophy in his first 2 seasons. You all laughed at him. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you? Pricks. And other than getting this fucking Lego head, Captain Black, Jim Jones looking ass motherfucker out the fucking door, bruv. That's all I need to say at this moment in time. Now I'll get into the comments because you guys have been waiting patiently. Lastminute.com and all of that. I will schedule a stream for Wednesday. I was going to do it Tuesday, but I got an invite from Carl. Big up, Carl. Like and subscribe. Gun down to UK and all of that. It'll probably be on the emergency stream as we speak, along with Shane, Rashid, etc. AFC always. Real one. From day dot. Big up your damn self. No phases at Arsenal ladies. Team and a manager that can get it over the line. Exactly. Getting it over the line equals finding a way. And you noticed him play high line for life, mate. High line for life, mate. No, he adapted in that final, and I didn't think he would. And even if he did adapt, I thought Man United would have enough quality, and they even did on the bench, because I didn't think Xerxes was going to play. I thought he was injured, but he was on the bench. Trashmas Hoyland, Garnashers, yeah, absolute disgrace. But I'll get on to Man United a bit later, like Chelsea and, you know, and just English football as a whole, because it needs to be said. It needs to be fucking said. Best believe that. Top Gooners celebrating Arsenal's 20th league win while Liverpool lifting their 20th league title. Top Gooners, bunch of clowns. That, my friend, is the difference between us and them. The ones that get it to the ones that don't. And I will get to a point, at some point, where I'm not even going to be ranting and raving or none of that shit. I'm not trying to convince anyone to change their minds, change their viewpoints. All I will say is, whatever your viewpoint is, stick to it. And if you change your mind, say you change your mind, you hold your hands up. But not like a gal where he's like moving the goalposts and all that shit. With his adamant looking ass. Absolutely embarrassing, but we move. Arteta doesn't even look bothered how bad the season has been. Yeah, because he's on £15 million a year. He's been winging it from day fucking dot, mate. He was a rookie when he entered. Now he's just the shit manager with 6 years experience nearly. It will be 6 years by December. That's for damn sure, right? Big up, Gary. Got to keep it real. Always. Igal said he wouldn't take Inzaghi because he plays 3 at the back. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that, mate. You know why? Because when Arteta won the FA Cup with the team that he inherited, which was Unai Emery and Arsene Wenger's team, right? What formation did he play in the semi-final and the final? Because he knew he had to win that competition. Because if VAR was around then, in the quarterfinals against Sheffield United, I believe, we would have got knocked the fuck out, man. Best believe. Oh! He played a 3 at the back. Kieran Tierney at the back. Left wing back, I might add. Maitland-Niles on the right. No Gabby in attack, though. And we were well on our way to win the FA Cup. The COVID FA Cup. But since then, while finishing 8th, then finishing 8th again. And when he finished 8th again, we were 15th in that season. Let's not forget that. And then we finished, 3rd? I think that was the season that we were 20th at the start of the season. But he clawed it back. I don't give a fuck if he clawed it back. Win or fuck off. Simple as that. That's what you have to do when you have a winning mentality. Elite winning mentality. The standards. Not the frigging standards. Let's go, guys. Sounded like a fucking wet wipe. Fuck yourselves. Alright? Fuck all you motherfuckers that are on that bullshit. You have allowed Tottenham, Palace, Newcastle, definitely Newcastle, because we could have had a say in that. And we didn't turn up. We just rolled over like bitches. That's what we did. We rolled over like bitches. And if Chelsea win the Conference League, we'll be the only London team, other than Fulham and Brentford, to have not won shit this year. Wow. Let that sink in. Disgrace. Absolute fucking disgrace. Big up AFC. Always, brother. Gyökeres scored his 54th goal today. And this Arteta wants to sign Sesko, who scored 30. Yeah. No, but here's the thing. We know, bro. We know that Sesko is a system player. He can play on either side as well as up front, and he can drop into midfield just like Havertz does. I said it before. I've said it on other streams and all of that. And I've even said it here. He will live and die on that Havertz signing. That was the beginning of the end. This year is the end. When the board decided not to give him any more money, while simultaneously bringing Andrea Mafioso, bad boy Berta, mate, in the background, right? Then we win nothing this season. If he had a plan, if he was as great as he thinks he is, and these tippity-top gooners think he is, if he could back up his big-ass fucking mouth, with his tiny looking ass, Captain Black looking ass motherfucker. Then Tottenham winning the Europa League doesn't look as bad. Because if we win the Champions League and they win the Europa League, we have a chance of beating them in the UEFA Super Cup. But no. What does this manager do? He does the same old shit. Doesn't bring on Kieran Tierney against PSG. He brings on the Sweet Prince. Oh, but he's a horse. He's a horse. Fuck yourselves, cunt. That's what I say to that. But anyway, we move. Did you notice that Berta was not sitting next to Josh Kroenke and Arteta in the stands? Yep, done by design. Divide and conquer, my friends. That's what's going on with that, people. Best believe that. Trust me. Berta's been brought in to get rid of Arteta. But Berta's playing a smart-ass game. Trust me. I don't expect, as much as I want Sesko, I don't think we'll get him. We will probably get Sesko, Zubimendi, and one or two other signings that Arteta wants. Enough rope to hang himself, basically. That's what Andrea Mafioso Bad Boy Berta, mate, is doing to Lego Head. And if that's the best way to get him out from what Andrea's seen, then it is what it is. I see us at Christmas being mid-table. Mark my words, because everyone else will get better. Even Chelsea, celebrating like they did today, and we'll get onto that. They'll get better. Man United will get better because it's fucking Man United. Tottenham will definitely get better. City, Liverpool. Liverpool, just very quickly, they're going after fucking Florian Wirtz, mate. Florian fucking Wirtz. Apparently, allegedly, whatever, rejected Man City to go to the league fucking champions Liverpool. Right? Oh, but Liverpool don't have the money. Oh, really? Oh, really? £100 million plus. And they didn't spend shit last summer. They didn't spend shit at the start of, well, now last season. Coming up to this season, if they just get Wirtz alone, they'll probably walk the league again. Because Pep is finished. That style of play, that style of management is done, mate. That whole robotic, got to play in these zones, you've got to track back, you know, Bernardo Silva playing centre-back, CDM, left-back, along with Jack Grealish. Nah, that's done. Let the ballers, let the Mavericks play, bruv. That's what we're all about here, bruv. That's what needs to happen, bruv. You get me? If Liverpool sign Wirtz and Gyökeres back-to-back Prem titles in the Champions League, yeah. Definitely, they'll definitely win the Prem back-to-back. Something that we still haven't done. We haven't won a league title back-to-back since the 30s, bro. Let that sink in. The Peckhams and all of that need to fuck off. Josh Kroenke needs to sell this football club if he ain't going to sack Lego Head. We have a lot of issues. We have a whole lot of fucking issues here. Big time. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. And it's already started with Newcastle, Palace. And good for Palace and Newcastle. But Tottenham, nah. I didn't even watch them lift that fucking trophy, mate. That's how fucking angry I was. How embarrassed I was. Disappointed. Not even fuck the disappointment. I was hurt. I was physically thick that night, bro. I didn't even watch Liverpool lift their trophy. I watched it when they officially won the league against Tottenham, when they battered them at Anfield in their own gaff, right? But yeah, I couldn't do it, man. And could you blame me? Nah. Others will watch like Lee Gunner and all of that, but not for me. Nah, can't do it. It is too much. In the immortal words of Obi-Wan Kenobi, I can't watch anymore. You know what I'm saying? You know, people. If you know, you know. got humiliated by Newcastle in the EFL semi-final, embarrassed ourselves against PSG, mainly because of Lego heads, yapping his gums. Shanice, Arteta, your mouth is moving a lot, like a bitch, like a rat. Yappa, 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 yappa. Shut it, please. And all you fucking mutants on Twitter need to shut the fuck up as well. Talking way too much. And then when the heat is turned back onto you, you want to hide. You don't want to go on the emergency streams, yeah? The likes of and company. But hey, it is what it is. By the worst Man United side in Premier League history at home in the FA Cup this season. Yeah. Same shit, different day. Was failure, and Arteta failed again for 5 years. Shame on this fan base celebrating mediocrity. Yeah, and we will get on to that. Actually, do you know what? Fuck it. We'll get on to that right now. Right here, right now, Fatboy Slim Sings, right? Let's start with Chelsea. Remember the Chelsea when I was growing up as a kid? You know, and that was during the time where Arsenal were, well, we should have dominated, but we didn't. But we were a lot more successful. Should have won back-to-back league titles between 02 and 04. Had the best team, one of the best managers at the time, Arsene Wenger, because he was. And then Roman Abramovich rocked up in 03-04 season. And then in 04-05, I'm not one of the bottom. And please, don't call me arrogant. But I think I'm the special one. I think I'm the special one. Man like Jose Mourinho won the League Cup in his first season, as well as the Premiership at the time, Premier League. You can't put the pressure on me. That was after he won the League Cup. But apparently, a League Cup, and even now an FA Cup, is beneath a club with the stature, with the grace and elegance and class of Arsenal Football Club. No, mate. We are not in that position. We are not Man City. Right here, right now, Fatboy Slim Settings, we are definitely not in Liverpool. Best believe that. You frauds, you wet wipes, you fucking scumbags. Yeah? They were winning shit. Big time. Why? Because Roman Abramovich had the fucking standards, the elite winning mentality. Right? But since Bowley came in, Ted Lasso Bowley and all of that, and all his cretins, you know, it was funny at first. It's always good to troll Chelsea because they've been trolling us, giving us shit for years. We gave them a lot of shit, and rightly so. But now, what they were mocking us for, celebrating mediocrity, rather, top four is a trophy. What are your players doing? Your players are in the changing room celebrating like you won the fucking Premier League. Absolute embarrassment. English football is a disgrace. It's done out here. En la basura, it's in the fucking bin. Kind of paraphrasing, but, you know, I ain't fluent in Spanish, nowhere near. But I will get there. I will be there. And with you guys, this elite world-class chat, Arsenal will be successful in the end once we get Lego head out. Captain Black looking ass motherfucker. Jim Jones worshipping scumbags. We will be there. More than you believe. More than you believe. Okay? Man United. The fact that it was full today. You lost to fucking Tottenham in a cup final. And not just any cup final. A European cup final. Even if it was the Conference League. European finals are European finals. Especially these days. They're lauded up more than the FA Cup. But I don't disrespect the FA Cup. Why? You know why? Football heritage. Yeah? Oldest cup competition in the world. Right? But apparently the FA Cup is beneath a club like Arsenal. Yeah, just trot along. Pagans, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if we've won it more than anyone else. That can easily be taken over by Man United. Because all they got to do is fix up. But it's not looking likely at the moment. You know, cheering and clapping for beating Villa. yeah, I mean, what are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? Let me just check the Premier League table. Check the results. Yeah, because Man United won. Yeah, Tottenham still 17th. Doesn't matter because they won the fucking Europa League. Great. Relegation was already sorted, like Southampton. No one has lost more games than Southampton. I mean, they very almost have the worst Premier League record. Only Derby have a worse points tally. Let that sink in, people. Let that fucking sink in. Palace finished 12th in the Europa League. Villa in the Europa League. Forest, I believe, are in the Conference League. Newcastle get Champions League football and they deserve it. Chelsea, they were in the title race by January. And then what did Maresca say? Oh, yeah, that's right. We're not in a title race. And look how they fucking folded. And you see the celebrations today. To the real Chelsea fans out there, worrying times. You do not want to end up like us. We've been through it. You're going through hell right here, right now. This is English football on its knees. Pause. It's dying out here. We're begging for ballers to be unleashed. Not the Sweet Prince, by the way. Proper fucking ballers. Technicians. Mavericks, bro. Like they do in La Liga and Liga Dos. You know what I'm saying? That are technically better than the Premier League. The Premier League is the best marketed league in the world. That is it. Technically, it fucking stinks. Even the Bundesliga is better. Liga 1 is better. I go as far as to say as Serie A is better. Even Eredivisie. The quality stinks in this league. Absolutely fucking stinks. Other than some quality managers, some good players, it just reeks of shit. Dog shit. Bullshit. Loads of fucking bullshit, I might add as well. Yeah? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Man United, Chelsea. The only team that should be jumping up and down celebrating is Liverpool. Because they won the fucking league. That's it. That's fucking it. Big up AFC always. Back once again for the Renegade Master. Best believe that. Since Arsenal won a title, Bayern Munich have had 20 managers. Real Madrid have had 20 managers. Chelsea have had 23 managers. Barca have had 12 managers. But apparently, it takes time. You know, just be a little bit more patient with this, guys. We have to dream, guys. What are you, Martin Luther King? Get the fuck out of here, you cunt. Come on. What are we doing? Like, seriously, what the fuck are we actually doing? Let's go through more of the comments, people. Keep liking, keep subscribing, hit the notification bell for whenever I go live or drop a video. Put in the comments if you want, share if you want. That's how we're rolling here. Big up to each and every single one of you, right? Elite level chat right here, right now. Fat Boy Slim Sings. Best believe that. Now, why are we putting up with this BS fucking joke, innit? Yeah. You're spot on, Gary. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute fucking disgrace. Yeah? You know why that is? And it's seeped into English culture for the longest. You have Sky Sports, you have TNT, which used to be BT, which used to be Southampton Sports and all of that, right? The mainstream media in this country, they know how to finesse everyone. And most people in this country are fucking stupid. Especially the natives. I believe most people are stupid, period. I'm going to just be honest. I'm going to be real, yeah? There's not that many intelligent people. There's a lot of people that think they're intelligent, but they're not. And there's a lot of them doing the 9 to 5s, putting in the hard graft and all that shit. Okay, cool. You got to put food on the table, pay the bills, all of that. I hear that. I don't look down upon anyone that does that shit. I've done that shit. I'll continue to do that shit until I get to where I want to be, where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just like in a relationship, just like anything in life, you get treated how you deserve. This isn't treat others how you like to be treated. No, you treat others how you want to be treated. And then you'll get treated how you deserve, how you carry yourself. Accountability is the best ability. Big up Guns, because he's spot on with that one. Yeah? He's absolutely spot on with that. Central Man Network. Go like and subscribe to this guy. Proper. Absolutely solid, mate. Real one. Big up your damn self each and every single time, right? Another one. AFC Always. Slot said he's been preparing for next season 4 weeks ago. Yeah, but apparently it takes time. It takes time. Good things come to those who wait, but not to those who wait too late. That's Lego Head in a nutshell. And if you know, people, right? That is what we're dealing with. So what I'm going to be dealing with right now, well, not dealing with, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the link out. We'll stay on there for about half an hour or so, maybe a bit more since it's been a while. And want to hear what you guys think, even though my stream is lagging just a little bit. What I'll do, just close that. And yeah, we'll keep it moving. We'll keep it moving, people. Because the fact that, and I'm actually glad, I really am fucking glad that the season's done. And we don't have to pretend that we got to do this shit, because we genuinely believe that this club is going to be great, especially under this manager. Like the other fuckers on the other side of the fence, on the other side of the playground, want us to. The truth of the matter is, people, is that when you say it how it is, you're playing a long-term game. It will be tough. You will struggle in the interim, in the short term, but in the long term, you will benefit tenfold. As long as you keep up the quality content, as long as you keep doing what you need to do, paying them bills, living your life, little bit of organisation, striving for excellence. I'm more on this tip, right? Let's get into it, right? Because I've talked about English football being in the fucking gutter. I've always talked about, we've got to raise the fucking standards, elite mentality. A lot of these OAP board members like Peckham and all of that, since Tips Keswick before, they all got to fuck off. All of them. Get proper football people. Get people that care, that are not running this club like a fucking, what's that fucking, HSBC or NatWest or JP Morgan's. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. JP Morgan's and all that, or any other hedge fund or trust fund. This is a football club, and we want board members to reflect that, not bankers. You get the right people in their positions that know how to, run football clubs financially. But you don't have a board member, or you don't have board members, rather, full of bankers. Because then you end up like Arsenal. You end up like Tottenham before they actually started winning a trophy this season, which was only a week or so ago. Well done. Well done, Lego Head, you fucking little prick. Napoleon complex, narcissistic, Jim Jones worshipping, Captain Black looking ass motherfucker. Along with these mutants, because no doubt Mikel, Super Duper Mick, looks up to these kinds of people, even fucking Charles Manson. Because let's be real, it is a cult. It is a cult. This is what we have to deal with as Arsenal fans. Real Arsenal fans, yeah? Now, making his second appearance, I believe, I'm going to bring in Central Man Sports. What's going on, brother?
Yep.
How's your holiday weekend been so far for you, my guy?
It's been fine.
What you say, bro? What do you think of performance? what do you think of everything that's been said? Because I'm pretty much tired of this shit. I'm glad the season's over. English football's in the absolute fucking gutter. Beyond that, see what Chelsea are doing. See what Man United are doing. Talk to me, bro. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I feel like well said, man. So yeah, it's been a crap season. As usual. Thank God the season's over. It's like, and the game's been. I don't really give a shit about the game. It's just what it is, man. But yeah, it's like. I feel like we have to find out what's going to happen in summertime. Like this is going to be like a big time for Andrea Berta, man. So so yeah, I feel like boy, there's all this. I don't think Arteta will get sacked. I don't think he'll get sacked this summer. I think we don't know if Arsenal would start next season, but there's all like once again we've been linking with these players. It's getting sick and tired of this Gyökeres saga. We've been linked about 2 summit or 2 no 3 or 2 3 4 transfer windows. I think he's likely go to Manchester United because of Ruben Amorim. Sesko, boy, I never got this Sesko dude. I don't know, man. This Sesko, I don't like see him. I don't really watch him. He looks like a striker. Looks like playing in this pressing system. We don't play in this type of system. We play more like this control U-shaped football. Let's see, Isaac. I don't get the hype. I never got the hype of Isaac, man. I don't think he's ain't all that, man. I think he's just won Newcastle a trophy, the first trophy in many people's lifetimes. Why want to leave Newcastle, go to Arsenal, get sold out in the Swanee, and basically just qualify for the Champions League and winning nothing. But I don't know. Super Mendy, maybe we'll get Super Mendy. I don't know. We need midfielders. Partey is likely he's not going to re-sign a new deal. I think he's likely to go. Jorginho's gone. He's going to Brazil. Thank fuck. We still got this hair flick dude. Our captain Odegaard. That guy needs to be gone. This guy needs to get rid. This. This self-proclaimed created spark. How's he a created spark? But anyway, I don't know. I think we need another left. We need 2 left backs actually. Tierney's likely go. I don't. I'll be shocked if he signs a new deal. But I think he's likely going to Scotland, or maybe he might go to.
Yeah, no, Tierney's gone. Yeah, Tierney's gone. I hate to say it, bro, but yeah, as much as I want to keep him, he's gone. What you mentioned about Isak, I rate Isak as a footballer, and he's been getting more goals. However, is he £200 million worth? No. There's. I don't think there's really anyone bar. Not even Leo Messi at this point that he's at in his career now. No one's really worth 200 mil. Neymar was at one point. Leo Messi was worth more than that at one point.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're struggling, isn't it? But this is the state of football. This is the state of football, bro. This is where we're at. English football is dying right in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
In ultra high definition.
Yep, it's not
get the fire sticks out. Fuck off Sky, fuck off TNT, fuck off any broadcaster that's doing all of this. Trust the pro. Well, it's basically just any English provider,
media,
where you can watch sport, news, whatever. Fuck them off. Fuck them off. Just have your own mind, critical thinking. That's what we promote on this channel. We don't promote degeneracy. We don't promote gambling, none of that bullshit, right? We speak the real shit. We speak the facts, mainly on Arsenal, but there'll be other things as well. And I'll get onto that in the end. But yeah, like today, I didn't expect much. I knew we'd win. I thought we'd batter them because no pressure FC and all of that. But that didn't happen. It was the same old shit. And even I didn't even see fucking Airport Albert, and I don't blame them for really not showing him because they didn't. He doesn't give a shit. He's done with this manager. I think everyone is done with this manager, bar Kieran Tierney, because he knows he's going now. Exactly. That's basically where we're at. Even his pet chew toy, Wodeguard, Pillowfoot, Missing Guard, Fraud and Deception Guard, Nick and a Living Guard. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can go on. But at the same time, right, I agree, he has to fuck off because he's like a cancer. He's a virus at this football club. And he's the spitting mirror image of this manager that these fucking little pricks worship, like Jim Jones, Captain Black looking ass motherfucker, right? I'm sick and tired of this. The Tottenham need to win the Champions League for this club to react because they've already won the Europa League now. They've won that like 3 times, by the way. 2 or 3 times. So either way, we are finished until Lukaku gets out the door. Because it's easier to get rid of the manager than all of the players we need to get rid of. And it goes on to this comment. Basically, so glad the season's done, aren't we all? Need a massive window, no excuses. I agree we need a massive window, but I don't believe it's going to happen. Not in this window. I think the biggest window will be start next season, so next summer. I'm more looking forward to next summer than this summer because I know Arteta will be gone at the very latest, the end of the season. The very latest. Because fans have already had enough. You notice the speech that there was a lot of empty seats, 20,000 walked out. There'll be a hell of a lot more if he's still here. This time next season, best believe that. But I reckon he will start the season. This season coming up, he will start it. But he'll be gone by Christmas. Start as you mean to go on, pick up where you left off. But that because Arsenal are very good at doing that. We know how our club rolls. Do you know what I'm saying? 6-year anniversary. Thanks for the FA Cup during COVID with no fans. But it's time to go.
Time to go.
As Claude once said, it's time to go, bruv. Best believe that.
Move on. Move on. I don't, boy, I'm trying to say, I think this, I think the fans are turning. I think they're slowly. This is like, the fans are slowly turning on Arteta. I think, people getting sick of it. This is getting ridiculous. This is going to get. I think this is going to get. This club's going to get worse. I don't think we're getting better. I think we're getting worse and worse. It's not gonna change until this regime is gone. Until we get some proper footballing people in the club. But it's going to be unlikely. And also I'm getting sick of this Rodrigo transfers rumor. Man, he ain't going to Real Madrid. Oh, leaving Real Madrid. He ain't going to Arsenal. Why you want to leave an established institute like Real Madrid? They had like a barren season. Lost the league title to Barcelona. They got knocked out by us. Like lost in the Copa del Rey to Barcelona. They won the Super Cup, the Club World Cup. I think they won. No, Barca won the Spanish Super. Yes, Barca won the Spanish Super Cup. But they got Alonso coming in. And he's likely going to stay for Real Madrid for a very long time unless like he has a massive drop off, but it's unlikely. But I don't know who come up with this whole idea. Let's hype up this Rodrigo dude, to the oblivion. Like how we're not gonna pay his wages. We're not gonna afford his transfer fee. We're gonna if we do, we'll probably overpaid him, like the same as Declan Rice, But we need a goalkeeper, man. Raya, I had enough of him, man. He needs to go. he's inconsistent. You know, like last season, not last season, last week, you know, he was good. He was like saving shots. And then, you know, like it's better than that Liverpool game. You know, he just died before. I think it was the Diaz goal. Grafenberg, I can't remember who scored. He just dived before, and then Sabatzlai pass it to Diaz, and that's in the back of the net. You know, he's you know, the guy's not injury pro. He's kind of error pro. You know, like he's a plan B, but like I said in a previous stream, I think it was Aaron's talk Arsenal stream. I said I'd rather have Jack Butland. You know, Jack Butland's at Rangers. You know, Man United dropped the ball of signing Jack Butland on a permanent deal. It's like, go and get Jack Butland. You know,
yeah,
you know, he might have
better than Onana. Yeah, he's better than Onana. That's for sure. I just want to mention this, bro. Doesn't help when the Arsenal fans were singing "We got super duper Mick Arteta today," and this is the ultimate problem. Because when you have away fans singing that shit, and I was hearing that towards the end, either way, like murmurs, very disappointed. I expect the home fans to do that shit, but the away fans, now we got to step up big time. We need new ownership. We need Berta to work miracles desperately. Our club is in the gutter, and it has been in the gutter for so long. Yeah, I want to mention this slightly off topic, but we'll circle it back as we always do. Bath Rugby have already won one trophy this season. Yeah, Premiership Cup. They beat Exeter on their own patch, and the Premiership Cup is the equivalent of the League Cup and the FA Cup combined. What phase are they in? They've already qualified for the semi-final playoff, and they'll probably make the final like they did last year. I went to the final last year. We lost to Northampton, not Nottingham, Northampton Saints. This year, we'll probably play either Bristol or Sale right, in the semi-final. And we'll probably win that, get to the final. And we get to the final, whoever we play, I believe we'll win it, right? But I only noticed this. I didn't even realise. Bath, I'm not going to share the screen, but go on Premiership Rugby and then click on Bath, and you'll see Bath have won the Challenge Cup, which is basically the equivalent of the Europa League. What Tottenham won, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, Spurs, the scum down the lane and all that shit, yeah? Bath Rugby have won 2 trophies this season.
Wow.
They're on for a fucking treble. They're on for a fucking mini treble. What phase are they in?
Yep.
What phase are they fucking in? Finn Russell and them man there. Who's a baller, by the way. I'm sure you know, because you're talking about Lions on our last stream towards the end. Do you know what I'm saying? And we'll get into that a little bit shortly. We'll get into that towards the end as sort of like a teaser to what's coming up. But I have to mention this, yeah. Bath Rugby beat Lyon, who are playing in the top 14, basically the French league, 37-12 in Cardiff, the Millennium Stadium. I know it's called the Principality, but I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It will always be the Millennium Stadium. I've been there. Yeah. Lovely stadium. Been there, you know. And 37-12, they lift that cup. Yeah, 2 trophies. So now I'm going into the final absolutely stoked, buzzing, and we're the favourites. We don't win it. I won't be disappointed. I'll be quite pissed. I was gutted before. I was disappointed last season when we didn't win the Premiership. Didn't win a single trophy. But this season, we've already won 2. But I want the treble, bruv. I've never seen a club that I support, football or rugby, win a treble in my lifetime. Even a mini treble. I want that to happen. But I want that at Arsenal. Why can't Arsenal do a treble? When was the last time we done a double? Oh, yeah, it was 2002. I was still in primary school, bruv. Yeah? What phase is the Arsenal ladies coaching? Renee, the Dutch bird, whatever her last name is, right?
Yeah.
What phase is she in? Yeah? What phase is Ange in? What phase is Oliver Glasner in? What phase is Arnie Slot in?
Yeah.
You know, even Maresca, as poor as Chelsea have been,
and they're going to win a trophy on Wednesday.
And a disgrace, absolute turds, celebrating today. I mean,
Yeah.
they better win the. Well, I don't want them to win it. Fuck them. But still, if they're celebrating like that today, for their fans' sake, they better win the Conference League.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll get bantered almost to the level of us.
Yeah.
And how the mighty have fallen. Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man United. Liverpool and Man City, yeah, Man City are trophyless this season, but they can have a day off. You know, have a day off with you. You know what I'm saying? They'll be back, and they'll probably win something next season. Whether it's, I don't think they'll win the league. I think they'll win a League Cup and or an FA Cup. Yeah, I don't think they'll win the Champions League. They're not good enough for that. But best believe Pep will want to leave with something in it. And don't be surprised if he only wins the League Cup and or FA Cup, he walks next season. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of or this season rather, because obviously the season's just gone now. So this season coming up, this time next year, if they just win the League Cup and or FA Cup, and if Pep leaves, then it confirms in my mind what I already knew from the get-go. He has shame. Despite his egotistical, narcissistic ways, despite not giving ballers freedom, even though his system has worked for the longest, he's past his prime, he's past his best, he's already hit his peak, and he's on his way down. Whereas Super Duper Mick, Lego Head, there is no prime. There is no peak. If ever you could call it a prime, that was when we were 8 points clear, rather. That was his chance, isn't it? That was our chance. We should have won the league back to back again.
Yep.
Only this time, Arteta thought he knew best. Just like Arsenal knows best, yeah? Why can't we get a proper manager and all these fucking twatter mutants, these little prick, Jim Jones worshipping, Captain Black looking ass worshipping motherfuckers, fuck off with him? Yeah? Why can't they do that, bro? Talk to me. Talk to me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the whole thing, why we not get, why not get an elite coach? This is Arsenal talking about, we try to do, we do that with it. We got self-proclaimed an elite coach or proper coach like Unai Emery. We didn't give him any time. His first and only first full season. Got to the Europa League final. And we got banned 4-1 to Chelsea, and then we didn't give him any time. He got fucked up. He got fucked over. Because in the back in the day, we've been linked with fucking Brendan Rodgers. We've linked with that Lego Head. Before he took the job in December of the following year. But I don't know, man. I feel like if we're getting an elite manager, because the Arsenal's polar opposite. We're the polar opposite. We don't really like raising our standards. We self-proclaim lowering our standards, because in mostly these top gooners, these Arteta sexuals, Arteta knows best, fuckers. They believing that winning trophies is negative. No, it's not. It's about winning. It's like being the best. Do you want to win or not? These, banging about, these fuckers banging about a gold trophy, but all of a sudden, years later, you don't want to go back to those heights, of winning,
Is yours gold?
It's yours gold. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're banging about a gold trophy, but you're slagging off legends who's part of that team who won a gold trophy, like an Henri Bergkamp, and also you don't want to go back to those heights. You're not go about something else. This is Arsenal talking about. We're the third biggest club in the in England. I can almost say the world. I wish we're the third biggest club in the world. We could be, but this is Arsenal. This is Arsenal. We don't raise our standards. We'll get these bang average shit players on shit money. We always do. We piss about in the transfer window. That's what we do. We piss about in the transfer window, whether it's in the summer or January, because we play. The problem is we're playing up to the whole the staging shit, man. Since we went to the Emirates, in the summer of 2006, we can't compete with Chelsea. Then Suddenly City got the money. We can't compete with that. And then Newcastle, mark my words, they're going to be coming. They'll be challenging soon. We've got to be careful.
Yeah, they got the Champions League place in the end.
They got the Champions
League. Again,
place.
they're back in the Champions League. You got Leeds coming up. Leeds will do a Forest.
Leeds.
They'll actually have a proper fucking go in it. And Forest, talking of Forest, they're back in Europe, albeit the Conference League, but I expect them to win it.
I want them to win it. Yeah.
Whether Chelsea win it or not on Wednesday, regardless, I expect Forest to win it because they've got an owner that has standards. Newcastle have an owner that has standards. Yeah.
Yep.
Like they got rid of that aging Barbie doll at Newcastle, Amanda, whatever the fuck her name is, right?
Yeah.
And then they kept
whatever his name is.
Yeah, and they kept the Arab guy, but it's a consortium anyway. It is what it is. Yeah. But either way, regardless, they have standards. Yeah. Bath Rugby have a South African director of rugby. Mm-hmm. They got a head coach that know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. 2 trophies. Their process, which is not even really a process, but their methods are fully banned because we're on a treble. My team, thank fuck, I don't just support Arsenal, innit? Because otherwise I'd have a mad, depressing summer, sport-wise. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is mad in the dunya, whatever the fuck that means. Like, when it comes to Arsenal doing the same old shit, if we can pay Havertz 280k a week, we can pay Rodrigo's wages. But here's the problem, my friend. Here's the problem, AFC always, right? The fact that Arteta bought Marino in on 130k when he was on 50k, bought Calafiori in when he was on 10k, give or take. Now he's on 110, 20k. That's why Andrea Mafioso Bad Boy Burton, mate, has been bought in the first place to sort out this fucking mess. Because Tim Lewis had a look at the books, so did Garlic, and was just like, oh shit. Edu and Arteta, they've been cooking the books ridiculously. They've been fucking us up and fucking us over. Mm-hmm. Not just realising this shit. And let's be real. Have you ever heard of a Nigerian billionaire called Dan Gott? Dan Gott, self-proclaimed Arsenal fan. Yeah? I would love him as our owner. But there's been a history of American owners not wanting to do business with, African billionaires or whatever. Might be a colour thing, underbelly colour thing. If there's a better explanation, let me know in the chat. Let me know. Do you know what I'm saying? Either way, in the comments, whatever. But that's who I want, innit? Yeah? Because Daniel Ek, the reason why he's not our owner is because he don't have the capital. Let's be real, he don't have the capital. He played it smart. The problem is he didn't play it that smart. He didn't play it that smart. He used it to get his Spotify up, which he did, and fair play. But at the same time, if you're serious, you do what Newcastle's owners did. You do what Roman did back in the day. Sheikh Mansour at Man City. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. This Dan Gott, or we could get a Uzbekistan owner. You know what I mean? Like Kazakhstan owner. Yep. Even though it's kind of Russia, but not really. Do you know what I'm saying? Former Soviet and that. But we had that in fucking Ushmanov.
Yeah.
Who was from Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
But apparently it was love Arsenal, hate Ushmanov. Well, how did that fucking work out?
Yeah, he
went to Everton, and then that other guy, whatever his name, I can't remember, that Mansour, whatever his name is, right?
Yeah.
Fucked up Everton financially. They got a new stadium. I think they'll be all right, but, they'll be languishing bottom half, mid-table, until they start, trying to go. Well, their best bet is to start winning trophies again. Like Tottenham, like Palace, and Newcastle now. Do you know what I'm saying? They got to get their shit together. Because Goodison Park is iconic. I miss all of them stadiums, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I miss all them stadiums. Man. Yeah, Highbury, Goodison Park. You know what I mean?
Lane, Upton Park.
Upton Park, yeah. I mean, Craven Cottage. I've been to Craven Cottage. It looks nice, but it doesn't look the same as it used to. I've been there once, albeit it was a pre-season game. But Yeah, and also QPR, even though I believe they're still in the Championship.
Yeah, Loftus.
You know, West Brom still have their stadium. Leeds have still got Ellen Road. Leeds are up. Yeah, I'm glad Sunderland got up. I saw the highlights of that game. Big up to Sunderland. We get the Tyneside derby back once again for the Renegade Master. Best believe that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, next season, please be better than this season, quality-wise.
Quality, man.
But we know they're going to market this shit to fuck. They're doing this shit till the wheels fall off. And that's for damn sure. I don't believe in guarantees, but I can guarantee you that. I'll put my life on that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what I'm saying. Another one from AFC always. Teams who have had a better season than Arsenal. Liverpool, Bologna, Palace, Newcastle, Aberdeen, Spurs, Celtic, PSG, Napoli. That's nearly 10 fucking teams, and you could name more than 10 this season. You know what I'm saying? Add Bayern Munich to that list. Because they got their title back. Oh, but it's a Farmers League. It's a Farmers League. Well, how? Yeah, exactly. What is the Premier League then? Yeah, because fucking Leverkusen won it in 24. That was the season before now, which was last season.
Yeah, that was last season.
A few hours ago. You know what I'm saying? Forest has still got their stadium. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is where I ultimately want to end it on this, right? The only way that we're going to raise the standards is to either get new ownership, which will change the board, because we need, like I mentioned earlier, we need to get them fucking useless, fraudulent, nicking a living OAP bankers out the club. Peckham and them man there. Do you know what I'm saying? Or the fans raise the standards. Well, the fans ain't going to raise the standards. It's going to have to be a Chelsea team. Do you know what I'm saying? Where they had no standards, they were a cup team. They were just happy to be there. Do you know what I'm saying? And even then, they had somewhat higher standards than what we do now. And their standards are in the gutter at the moment. Our standards have been in the gutter for the longest. So we need the Daniel Gott, someone of that ilk, because I'm going to be real, and this is no shade to Americans, like, for example, Dr. Seymour Butts. Big up to him. You know, he was on the stream last time and all that, or the time before that. Either way, right? He's American. He knows what the deal is, right? And I'm sure if either of us ask him, he won't want just any old American owner unless he knows for sure that he's going to do what's required. Because let's be real, FSG ain't great owners. Liverpool just have a great board, innit? That are competent, that know what they're doing, and they get in a proper manager. We don't even do that, which is why the Cronkies at this moment in time, Josh, are worse than FSG, unless Josh is making moves to sell this club and give it to a Daniel Gott or someone of that ilk. Maybe bring Usmanov back, innit? You know, there were points in time where we were like, we might as well bring Wenger back because he can't do worse than Super Duper Mick. Do you know what I'm saying? And we weren't even trolling. We were very serious. I think we need to bring Usmanov back. Why don't we bring him back to see what he wanted to implement all those years ago? And watch how we start winning. Because we're Arsenal fucking Football Club. We're meant to be the third biggest team for now. And I don't even say that loosely because that will change.
That will change.
The longer we keep going, yeah, exactly. The longer we keep going down this route, do you know what I'm saying? So it is a tricky one still. Can't lie. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Because I need to eat and sort a few things out. But big up for jumping on stream. What have you got in the pipeline, Central Man Sports? And let the people know where they can find you, all your handles on YouTube and other socials, etc., mate. But big up for coming on. Best believe that.
Thank you. But you can, you know, I'm doing a live stream on the second channel, covering the Champions League final between PSG and Inter Milan. You know, hope Bert will watch this. You know, who's like the suitor of Arteta's replacement? whether it's Enrique or Simeone, Inzaghi. Because Inter, they just lost the league to Napoli. They got knocked out in the cup semi-final to AC Milan. But with Enrique, he's on the verge of Guy and PSG become the first French team to do the treble. They bagged the league. They just beat Reims in the cup final. That'll be good. That'll be good. That'll be a good final. That'll be on next Saturday. Can't wait. And and that'll be probably the last football stream for the season until next season. We got we got plenty of football this summer. We got the under 21 Euros. I wish the Lee Carsley and Lions good luck to retain the trophy. We got the Club World Cup. We got the Women's Euros, and I think I'm missing out something. Yeah, I think that's it. And then season
the Lions.
Starts. Yeah,
you were talking about the Lions before.
Lions tour down under. And play good. Got plenty of sport. Got plenty of sports going this summer.
Yeah, big up. Yeah, my old man will be down under in Australia. That is. Watching the Lions, always wanted to go. First time for everything, and that's the. Is that your channel link?
I don't. One second. Let me do it again.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. But yeah, basically, while you do that, while you do that, I'll just go into what's coming up on my end. Basically, I will be doing a video either tomorrow or Tuesday to go through Bath winning their second trophy. What phase are they in? And what Super Duper Mick can learn from that. Because he says he gets inspiration and he learns from other sports and other people. So why not start with Bath Rugby, a team that I support? 2 trophies onto a treble. Yeah, mini treble. Yeah, we're going to get into that. Tuesday, I'll be on with Carl, Gun Down UK. So make sure you tune into that if you want to see me there.
Yeah.
Wednesday, I will do a live stream, basically going into what players we need, also what players will actually sign, what I think will happen in terms of who we let go, not just who are already going to be leaving. So you'll have the Zinchenko's, the parties, etc., on that list. The Tommy Atsus, trying to get because to be honest, him and Jesus, we need to rip up both their contracts.
Yep.
Try and get rid of Havertz, but I don't think it's going to happen. But we'll get into that. Plus, also on that same stream, I will be going through even though it's a bit late, the Lions squad. My thoughts on that, and the fact that Finn Russell, even though he's in the squad, isn't in the official Lions website. He's not on there for some weird reason. And also Andy Farrell, who's the head coach of the British and Irish Lions, he put a he put out a piece or whatever, or there's a piece where it's like, well, there's a few backups because there's always a few backups because there's always a few injuries on every Lions tour because like the players, the conditioning's just it's they're being overplayed, overworked. There's not enough rest. There's not enough recovery in rugby. Do you know what I'm saying? Not like how it was before. Whereas before, there's always injuries because of how brutal it is, but it's more down to the recovery rather than the brutality. When you have that clearly indicates to me and even to you and anyone that knows rugby that there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like this is exactly what we're dealing with right here, right now. So Wednesday we'll be going through basically the Arsenal summer transfer window plan. I'll call it like real talk with that and the British and Irish Lions. We'll talk a little bit about Bath because they're already, like I mentioned, in the semi-finals, playing at home as well, like they did last season. So we'll be talking about that. I'm going to be doing my bit of research because I've been watching Bath a bit here and there, but not as much. But I'll be watching more of it now that the football season's over, pretty much. They've got a game against Saracens. So I'll probably do a match reaction on that. No, fuck that. I will do a match reaction on that. Do you know what I'm saying? What phase is Bath in? And I'll get the names of the director of rugby and the head coach and all that as well. Obviously the Finn Russells, etc., the De Glanvilles and that. So, yeah, there is a good amount of content to look forward to this weekend. This up and coming week. And I will enjoy the rest of my bank holiday weekend, as I'm sure you will, Central Man.
Yep.
But big up, peaked at 5 live viewers. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll keep that up with the liking and subscribing. Natster official. Hit the notification bell so that you won't miss whenever I upload or live stream. Either way, subscribe to Central Man Sports Network, both channels.
Yep.
Best believe that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we will end it on this, brother. Cronky's out.